Hi there. In a world where nothing is certain, that means anything is possible, right? If you want to fulfill your dreams and desires, you are in the right place. You absolutely can have a life of happiness. Everyone deserves an abundance of love, laughter, success, health, and wealth. I'm Tara Chadzakis, and you're listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. The show that brings you meditation, mindset, and motivation. So start by giving yourself permission to be awesome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to this episode of Happy, Inspired, Motivated. Today, I'm joined by Vikrant, who is the owner and creator behind BestsellingBook.com. And Vikrant is in this interview talking all about how he started his journey, how he first published his first ever book that made him some money, even though it was a topic he knew nothing about, which he does say that he doesn't endorse, to be honest, but it worked for him at the time. And the book that he wrote has helped people to sell their house in 19 days. So now he helps people bring their story to the world by helping them or pairing them with their angel writers. And they write the stories for people who have a story to share, and they write it in their voice for them, which is really fascinating. I love this interview, learning about how he works with his clients. His company also offers like one-off services to help proofread and do different things. And he has a big claim that he will definitely make sure that whoever's book he works on will become a #1 Amazon bestseller in at least one category, which I thought was a pretty strong promise, but he swears by it and promises that that is definitely what happens, which is so amazing. He's so confident that actually if your book doesn't become a #1 bestseller in one category, he doesn't just give you 100% money back from your on a guarantee, he gives you 300%. So he actually gives you more money back than you pay, which is, I think, quite a phenomenal promise. So in this episode, he also gives tips and ideas of how you can actually publish your book yourself without using his services. And it was a real eye-opener and a really great way of how he works with clients and how he helps people to get their story out of themselves, even though they may have no idea on where to start. So I want to introduce you to Vikrant. I hope you enjoy this episode. Let me know on Instagram or leave me a review at the end of the show. That would be fantastic. And I hope you have a great listen. Hi, Vikrant, and welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Tara, for having me here. I'm really doing good and really excited for our conversation today.
Awesome. Oh my God, I can't wait to get started. I've been looking at your website. I've been stalking you on your website. So please excuse me. I'm not normally a stalker. It's just when I have a guest. So you are the CEO and founder of BestsellingBook.com, and you're also an author of 2 best-selling books. So tell me how you got started with writing books in the first place. What motivated you to do that, to get started?
Initially, the motivation was to pay the bills, honestly speaking. So it started actually like, just let me give you a quick background. I don't want to go very much into the story part, but okay. 10 years ago, I was there in engineering college, and I used to hate the college lectures because it was extremely theoretical. And one fine day in my college library, I discovered this book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something of my own now. And I dropped out of the college the very same day. Got a business idea, started a company, made a bunch of mistakes. Within 6 months, I failed miserably, and I had no money to pay my employees. I had to shut down the company in 6 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's a great learning curve, wasn't it?
Exactly, it was. And here I was, 18-year-old, in financial debt, completely broke, not able to pay my rent, not able to pay my bills. My landlord used to call me every day. Hey, like, when are you going to pay the rent? And here I was living in a single room apartment, completely broken, with a broken laptop as well, with a 2G internet speed, searching
Wow.
online how to make money online with zero investment.
Yeah.
And then I discovered self-publishing, that I can write books, I can publish books and make some money from royalties. I thought, okay, let's do that. So initially it was necessity for me. I really wanted to do something so that I can pay my bill. And on like telling you upfront that I used to get the least marks in English subject, right? Least grade. So I'm not a good writer. Still not. I'm a good writer. But yeah, like back then, I somehow was able to write my first book in 21 days because day in and day out, I was just writing. I was just
Sorry, in
creating content.
21 days, did you say?
Yes, in
Oh
21
wow,
days.
that's really quick for writing a book.
Yeah, it is. Before this, like initially, I didn't know that people takes 5 years, 10 years, sometimes entire lifetime to just write the book. And I was completely unaware about that. And for me, writer's block was nothing because there was a deadline for me. Like I had to really pay my rent, really pay my bill. So I was not thinking even about the writer's block or procrastinating, nothing at all. I just wanted to write a book and complete the book and make some money out of it. I published that book. And the first month I made around $27.
Yeah.
And it is a very small amount for me, but still I remember that in midnight, I was jumping on my bed because this was the first money I made online.
Cool.
And I got some idea that, okay, how to write book, publish book, and make some money out of it. The second book, I was able to write in just 3 days.
What?
And I did. It wasn't a very lengthy book, like 200 pages book. It was just a 50, 60 pages book.
Okay.
But this time when I published that book, I also did some marketing on both these books. And this month I made around $440.
Wow. That's a huge difference.
Right. So this is actually where I started. This is where my writing journey began. I never called myself writer. I'm a terrible writer. Right. But I know the system. I know exactly how, even you are not a good writer, even if you don't have even if English is not your first language, you can still write an amazing, valuable book so that like your readers are going to love it. You will also can make some money out of it. And at the same time, you can also have some kind of back-end program which can help you expand your business using it. Yeah, so that's the journey.
So the first book you wrote was The Success Mantra. Is that right? That was the one that took you 21 days.
So this Success Mantra, I wrote it, I guess, in 2017. I'm talking about, I guess, 2012, right? So the initial books I wrote, I wrote them under my pen names.
Okay.
Right. And now I have unpublished those books. The reason being because I was not an expert on those topics. The first book I wrote was on how to sell house. No idea, no clue about real estate. And I wrote a book, and now I don't find it ethical. And I don't recommend it to any clients anymore. But as I mentioned, that my primary intention was just to make money. Yeah. But that book, which I did, it was so good that if you're going to search for 19 days to sell your house, you will not get the Amazon link, but you will get some reviews on Goodreads. People were really liking those books. And I also received this thank you email from a reader that he was able to sell his house using that book.
Wow.
So
that's not bad. So you didn't know your subject.
Yeah. The only thing which I did was, so there were millions of information online on how to sell house, but everything was cluttered. It was all over the place. The only thing which I did was I compiled all of those information and created it in a systemized way, like 19 days to sell a house. So what to do on day 1, day 2, day 3 till day 19.
Okay.
So it was a great journey. I realized that I'm really good at systems, which also helped me create my book outline very, very quickly. Now we have a system through which we can help any of our clients build a solid book outline in just 2 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So that was kind of a foundation for creating a book outline for me.
Okay, so let's just talk about the two books that are bestsellers then, that you still have, I presume, online because you knew what you were talking about this time. So the first one was the success mantra. So what is that about, success mantras to create success in your life? What's that book about?
Yeah, in 2017, I got some success in my business. And of course, I was making some good money from that. And there were some people, they started reaching out to me that, hey, like, I think we should definitely want to listen to your story. Power, the success mantra, like power stands for P for passion, O for optimism, W for willpower, E for enthusiasm, and R for rationale, or something like that. So this was this was actually a star, right? And so here, if you notice that in star there are 5 cones, right? So there are P.O.W.E.R, and in the middle it is V for vision, right?
Okay.
So basically, I laid everything in a simplified way, and I also shared my journey on how I was able to like create a successful business. Very, very young. I am a completely college dropout and no financial background, no money at all, and how I did it, everything from scratch, completely bootstrapped. I shared the entire journey. So that was this is actually the first book is all about.
Okay, cool. And then your second book is How to Write a Bestseller, Become a Best-Selling Author, Attract High-Value Clients. You can tell I'm reading this, can't you? And Skyrocket Your Authority. So that book is more based on your business, isn't it? So it's how it's what you do to help clients anyway. This book.
Yeah, like see, like when we started helping people with our done for you book writing, publishing, marketing services, I realized that there's still so many of our clients like who want to do the writing, publishing, marketing themselves. And for those people, like all the things which we do for our clients, everything from the book idea to best-selling book, I've shared that in the book.
Okay.
The entire journey, right? All these steps, all the sub steps which require you to go from the book idea stage to a best-selling author stage, everything is there in the book, right? And in an easy to understand manner, so that like people can take action and they can really become a best-selling author very, very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, because your business now is creating, like you say, done for you books. So I was looking through the services that you had and exactly what it is you did. Can you explain it a little bit for us? So I know you have 3 phases in writing or in helping people to write books. So phase 1, you said, is about talking with a manager, isn't it? Like a production manager.
Yeah. So let me explain. So there are 3 phases. Produce, publish, and profit. So produce is all about producing the manuscript. And there are 10 different services or 10 different steps we take them through in order to produce a manuscript. The first step is like we always finalize the profitable idea. Then we identify the target readers. Then we create the hook of the book. And we also understand why they want to write the book, which is going to help us create the book outline of the book. Once we create the book outline, we also create a title and subtitle. We also match them with a perfect angel writer. Now, what is angel writer? So actually, angel writer is actually a hybrid version of a ghostwriter. So usually what happens is whenever you want to outsource your book writing thing, like you have to hire a ghostwriter. But the problem with most of these ghostwriters are like they will ask you for the book outline, and then they will completely disappear for 3 months or 4 months, and then they will send you a manuscript which you'll hate, which you'll not like, because they have written the book according to their vision or their thought process, right? But in our angel writing system, this system is actually based on completely on the interviews. So on the outline, there are going to be 2 or 3 interviews. Then for every chapter, there will be 2 or 3 interviews. And then we write the entire book and we provide them unlimited revision. And the client also reviews all these things. So actually, this helps us to create a book in an authentic voice of our client with their unique personality.
Yeah.
So that's what the angel writer is. So we have more than thousands of angel writers in our circular, and whenever a client starts working with us, like we ask them to fill out a book information form, which helps us find the perfect angel writer for them. We usually within 3 to 4 days, we get 50 or more than 50 people or writers wanting to work with this client. We shortlist 5 to 6 best profile and share it with them with their work. They review their profile and they interview them, and then they actually decide who is the person they want to work with. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So unlike other companies, like we don't just tell you, oh, okay, so this is the ghostwriter you will be getting. So no, we really want to create some kind of a synergy. We really want to see whether the client trusts the angel writer or not, or is the angel writer actually understanding what the client needs. Yeah. So once they're matched, which is really important step for us, then comes the actual book writing process. They write the book for them in their voice, and once it is written, they are super happy about that. Then we do the editing and proofreading. So all these steps covers the produce phase. In this step, the book manuscript is produced. So this is what the first phase is all about.
Okay.
Do you have any question on this?
Yeah. So for example, so for me, let's say, so I have a lot of knowledge. I have these things that I have in my head that I know that I know about, that I want to share with the world. And I have a story. If I came to you, how would I get that out? Because I don't have a clear vision of what my book would be. I don't have a clear vision of, for example, what would be in each chapter. I mean, do you help with that? Do you work that out with the client?
Yes. That's actually our specialty. Like one more thing which we do, like the moment when the client starts working with us, we assign them a best-selling book coach who work with them to create an outline quadrant for them. And this is kind of a really amazing thing which we have created in the company. Outline quadrant consists of 4 different elements. The first is going to be the book idea. Second is why you want to write the book. The third is the readers. And the fourth is the hook of the book. And if you really find out these 4 elements, it is going to be so much easy for you as a client and for our angel writers to create the entire book outline in a very, very quick fashion. Let me just explain to you this outline quadrant in maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
So the outline quadrant, see, like, whenever you want to create a business, you need a business plan, right?
Yeah.
But whenever you want to write a book, you need a book outline, or it can be a book plan, right? Now, so what we do is before we create the book outline, we work with a client to create the book outline quadrant, which helps us create the book outline, which is going to be so authentic for the client and also valuable for the readers. So as I mentioned, that the outline quadrant consists of 4 elements: idea, why, readers, hook. Let me go through all of these different elements. So idea, simple, like people know, like just a rough idea. For example, if you are writing about law of attraction, right? So law of attraction, this is just a generic idea, right? So just how exactly you can explain the book in 1 line or 2 line. So law of attraction is the generic idea. The second is like we will be covering why exactly you want to write this book. And for you, it could be something different, right? So maybe you want to generate high quality leads in the backend. Maybe you want to get paying clients or coaching clients or consultation clients in the backend. Maybe you want to have some kind of a done for you services in the backend. Maybe you want to promote yourself as a speaker. Whatever it is, right? You really have to identify your why. And for you, your why is going to be different.
Can I choose all of those?
Yes. Most of the clients, they choose maximum out of them. And that's actually really important. Because, for example, if you really want to just build your personal brand and don't want to worry about the coaching or consultation thing, then maybe you will write the entire book in such a way which is going to share more of your story so that people want to know more about you. If you want to generate high quality leads from the book, then maybe we will be sharing some kind of a giveaway, like a 10-step or 10 steps checklist for the law of attraction, right? Or 3-step checklist for the law of attraction, which we can offer as a giveaway inside the book so that people can click on it it will be taken them. It will take them to a landing page. They can provide their email address, and you will get their email address, and then so this is how you will be generating leads. If you want to get paying clients, then maybe you can offer your past clients case studies in such a way that it won't feel pitchy or salesy, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that it is also going to be serve them to understand how to solve this specific problem. So this way they will realize, oh, like this person, Tara, works with a person like me, and I would like to work with her as well. So depending on exactly what is your goal, what is your why, it is going to help us create the entire book outline. Does it make sense?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking of a book that I've just recently read, and now it makes total sense as to the why behind the person writing this book. Because obviously they had a free resource in it that you could click on, or obviously if you ever read the paper copy, go to this website and click on your free resources. And that's it, it's to capture my email address. And I hadn't even thought about that before, but yeah, that's just showed me the exact why behind that. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that existed.
Exactly. And for example, if you also want to get speaking gigs, then what you can do is, instead of you pitching them directly, you can send the gift copies, maybe for example, paperback or hardcover version, to events, right? Those events, like those companies which are organizing events around and they're looking for speakers around this topic, law of attraction, and they can even send the gift copies to them, and they can go through it, and you can also have a personal note along with that hey, like if you want me to speak on your stage, like let's discuss, right? Cool. So this way you are actually creating more and more opportunities just from one product, just from one book. That's the power of a book. But you also have to identify your why. Whatever it is, it could be anything, but once you have the why, it's going to help us create the book outline. So once we have finalized the why, then comes the readers. And people just think, hey, okay, so for the readers, what do you think, who would be your readers for this law of attraction book?
So is that looking at, for example, my perfect ideal client? Is that the same kind of thing? Okay, so I am working with women in startup in their business, or women who are stuck and they know that they can achieve more, but they don't know how to get there. So they would be I guess they're my readership, aren't they?
Yeah, great. And yeah, like people know about this, that who could be their rough generic your audience, but we also have to go deep inside that. Like we also have, because the thing we need to understand is we are not writing the book for ourselves. We are writing the book for that reader who's going to read the book. Maybe once the book is published, we'll never ever read our own book, right?
Probably
that's the
not.
fact. Yeah. But these people who will be buying your book, they're going to be reading the book. So you're writing the book for them. So we really have to identify what is their pain, what is their problem, and what exactly is their desire. What is their journey, right, from point A to point B look like? And is your book really going to help them provide that journey, right?
Okay.
So, for example, you mentioned that your target readers could be women like who are stuck. They're not able to get what they want to achieve, but they're looking for some ways or tools which can help them go from point A to point B, right? Now, we also have to ask very deep question, like what kind of pain this person is experiencing because they haven't read a book. What keeps them awake in the night? And what kind of call to action you want to give them? For example, what is the one thing which you want them to do the moment when their book is done? So these kind of question is going to help us identify more about the readers. And most of the people, they don't do this, but if you can join plenty of Facebook groups, right? On law of attraction, and you can ask questions, you can ask polls, right? You can run polls. That's going to help you find the exact thing which you want to include in the book.
Okay.
Right. So that's the readers section. Now, the fourth element is actually one of the most important elements called hook of the book. So there could be maybe hundreds of books or thousands of books on law of attraction. Why your book? Why people should read your book? So to answer this question, like you have to what you have to do is you can simply go to Amazon, right? You can select 50 top books on that, or maybe, of course, I guess I remember Secret, right? That is one of the book. So there are so many books as well, but check out their table of content. You don't have to purchase this book. Just simply click on the look inside of the book cover. You will be able to see the table of content of the book. See exactly what kind of content they are offering. List down all of these different contents. See exactly what they are offering and what you have extra. And also, there's also one more trick. You can read the 3-star reviews on their books. And these 3-star reviews are so amazing because they actually tell you what is good about the book and what is bad about the book, or what is missing in the book. So those things which are missing in the book, you can include in your book, which could be the hook of the book.
So it's not the 5-star, which is all the fabulous. It's not the 1-star. This book sucks. It's the the 3-star. Yeah, that makes sense because they kind of like it, but they're not 100, are they? Yeah.
They're actually the most honest reviews. They are very kind of, usually 3-star reviews are people like who are very critique. They really judge the book. And they are the best people, like where you can see that where exactly the book is lacking, and you can fulfill that gap.
I've never thought about that, because if I go on Amazon and I always look at the reviews for books or anything that I'm buying on there, but I always look at the 5-star and the 1-star. I never look at the 3-star. But yeah, that's a pretty good, that's a good tool, isn't it? To be able to know that that's probably where you're going to get the honesty, the most honesty. All right, cool.
So once you have this outline quadrant ready, maybe you can draw this on a paper, or you can just simply create it on your MS Word, and then simply download it and print it out and paste it on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what you can do is you can set up an alarm for 30 minutes. Okay. And in this 30 minutes, you have all the information over there, the idea, why, reader's hook, so that you have the 360 degree of your book. Just start writing all the ideas and sub ideas coming in your mind, looking at the outline quadrant. There could be hundreds and hundreds of different ideas and sub ideas. Just keep on writing. Don't think about the logical flow. Just keep on writing. And the moment the half an hour alarm rings, then just stop. Okay. Then the next thing which you have to do is you can use some tool like Whimsical or MindMeister, some kind of a mind mapping tool.
Yeah.
And then you just have to arrange the ideas and sub ideas. So the main ideas could be the chapters and sub ideas could be the sub chapters.
Yeah.
So you will be having the rough table of content ready in just 2 hours using this formula, right?
2 hours. That sounds really scary. Wow, oh my God, already. I'm panicking.
The thing is, like, people try, like, they want to make every step really perfect before they want to move into the next step. For example, I was talking to I was on a podcast, I guess 2 weeks ago, and this person was writing his book for 16 years.
Whoa, my goodness. 16.
And finally, he was just ready to complete the book. The problem was he mentioned several different quotes by different people, right?
Yeah.
And he started reaching out to them like, hey, can I use this quote? And 3 or 4 out of them, they said no.
Oh.
And some of them, they didn't respond. And some of them, they said, okay, let's do that. You can do that. But the problem is, like, those people who said no, he has used those quotes, and the entire content, like just 5 or 6 pages or 10 pages of the book were around those quotes.
Yeah.
Now the entire thing is going to be irrelevant. So he has taken 16 years of his time in writing the book, and now he has to make again the changes. So we don't have to think about making our content perfect. Not even the outline quadrant, not even the book outline. So the idea behind it is, like, move to the next step as soon as possible. People also, I've seen that when they have started writing the book, they also into this loop of editing the book along with writing the book. That's actually a very terrible idea, because you will never be able to make the book perfect, right? You always have to take some kind of a professional help. So first of all, create the first draft as soon as possible. Don't think about to make the book perfect. And then go through the entire book. Don't do the editing while you are writing.
Yeah.
Does
That
make
makes
sense?
sense. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I've done my half an hour, I've done my 2 hours of writing everything down. What's the next step?
So once that is done, then you really have to hire a professional copy editor and proofreader who is going to go through the entire book, make sure that there are no errors, there are no grammatical mistakes, there are no kind of error which is going to like leave, which is going to motivate people to leave negative reviews on Amazon just because of the grammar mistake, just because of the editing thing. So it is really important to have a professional pair of eyes who is going to go through the entire book.
So just hold on a minute. So let me backtrack a minute. So I've done my 2 hours writing it all down. Is that what I give to the angel writer?
Oh no. So yeah. So with us, what happens is like we do all the work. You don't even have to create the outline quadrant. We'll be brainstorming together, and the angel writer will be creating the outline quadrant, and then eventually you just have to like share your feedback. Hey, I don't think we can use this. I think we can add this thing. So we actually do the 90% of heavy lifting.
Wow.
Right. So it's completely 100% done for you. You don't have to write even a single word. We do all the work for you.
That's a lot easier.
So, right. So I was sharing this outline quadrant thing for people like who don't want to work with any professional.
Oh yeah, company. Sorry, yeah, I got way ahead of myself. Then I was thinking, right, okay, what comes next?
Yeah, with us, like you don't have to do anything. We'll be taking care of everything.
All right, so back to the other guy. Then he's doing it himself. So he hires the editor, and they check it and they proofread it, and then it's publishing, I guess.
Right, we are publishing the book.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're publishing the book. So you make the book ready for, because I have self-published, and it was only a gratitude journal. But oh my God, what a pain in the backside it was trying to get it onto the Amazon thing, because I couldn't get the pages to fit. I had to go back and add different spaces and move it, and it wasn't on the right line, and it wasn't at the top of the page, and it took me ages. I was like, oh my goodness, it really literally took me longer than it did to write the book. It was so frustrating. So that's nice if you do that bit as well.
Yeah, we take care of that as well. So once the book is written, once it is edited and proofreaded, then we take care of the book cover designing and the book formatting.
Okay.
Right. And these are really important things. So in the first phase, which is the produce phase, your product is ready. Right.
Yeah.
Now comes the packaging, which includes the cover designing, the author bio, the book description, the title and subtitle, and the interior designing. So people are going to judge you by your book cover. So the thing is, like, if people think, okay, I think I can simply publish the book, but we need to understand that you haven't published just your book. You have published yourself on Amazon. You have published your own brand on Amazon.
That's scary, isn't it?
That's scary, but at the same time, it is also exciting, because if you will do this job right, then there will be a really great repo. If you will send the hardcover version, a copy of your book, to an event manager who is going to who organize speaking events like in your niche, they will find it really amazing. They want to hire you. 95% of the authors do this job really, really bad. And you can easily stand out from the crowd if you do the professional work, right? Have a professional cover designer, have a professional interior designer or formatter. Otherwise, it is going to be very frustrating process. But at the same time, the kind of product which you will be creating, even if the content is amazing, people are going to again judge the book's content just by the formatting, right? So editing, once it is done, then cover designing, formatting, paperback interior designing. Then we also do the book trailer video, which is a great thing.
What's that? Sorry, book trailer?
Yeah, it is like a movie trailer which explains the entire book in just 1 or 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Right? Like a movie trailer. Like,
that sounds really
this
fancy.
Book is coming. Yeah. So who is this author? Who is Tara? And what the book is all about, law of attraction, and what kind of pain or what kind of problem this is going to solve for you. and then eventually the call to action. You can get this book on Amazon. And we create really amazing animation videos, which make people go, wow, right? So
I'm saying wow already. I haven't even seen one.
So you can go to bestsellingbook.com/trailers, I guess. I'm not sure whether this is the correct link. And then you can find some of the examples of the trailers which we have done. But the thing is, it actually helps you. Like, you will be having this book trailer video ready. You can promote it on your social media. You can promote it on your website, which is going to drive traffic to Amazon and get you more sales. So once it is done, then we assign an ISBN number. We publish the book. We take care of the entire setup, right? You'll be connecting your bank account, right, to Amazon, so that you'll be receiving the royalties. And with us, our clients retains the 100% ownership and royalties of the book. Right. 100% copyright, 100% ownership. And so this is the published phase. So the first phase, which was produce phase, which was all about producing the manuscript. The second phase is all about publishing and preparing for publishing and distribution process. So which is called the publish phase, right? Again, there are 10 steps or 10 services which we take them through.
Okay. And then the last phase is profit.
Yes, last is profit. Initially, we were like, when we were naming this, we were thinking to make it promote, right? So produce, publish, promote. But we intentionally made it profit, because we don't only help people just with the promotion, we also show people how they can start leveraging this book to get the maximum benefit out of it. So in the first phase, like we set up all the things for them. We create a book launch plan. We make the book bestseller, guaranteed on Amazon. Otherwise, we refund 3 times the money.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I saw that you put you if we are not a bestseller in one category, you give your full refund. How can you be sure that they're going to be a bestseller on Amazon?
We don't only publish book and make the book bestseller on Amazon. We also make the book bestseller on Wall Street Journal as well. So that's another package.
What?
But So
okay, that's quite a big claim, though. You must be really so sure of your company and obviously the clients that you've worked with that you can guarantee that or money back.
That's why the company's name is bestsellingbook.com.
That's probably true. That's just what it says on the tin. Yeah, perfect.
So initially, when I started this company, the company's name was The Books Factory, because we were producing books. We were into this business, but almost all the books which we were doing, it started becoming bestsellers. I'm really good at marketing. Now I have a team of marketing people, like in my department, like who take care of the entire thing. But we really know the Amazon's algorithm and how to make bestseller on Amazon. So it is not very much complicated. If you want, I can share the system with you in just 2 or 3 minutes.
Go ahead. We'd love to know how to become best-selling authors on Amazon.
Great. Okay. So there are going to be 3 or 4 steps involved. The first step is identifying and analyzing and finding the right keywords and categories. If you have published book on Amazon, you know that Amazon is going to ask you for 7 keywords and 2 categories when you're publishing the book. But most of the people, 99% of the people, they don't know that when you publish the book, there's a way you can publish a book in up to 10 categories. Right?
Okay.
So you can simply go to Amazon contact, right? kdp.amazon/contact or something like that. And then you can ask them like, hey, okay, I want my books to be published in these categories. Now, the thing which you need to understand is how you can find the profitable categories with less competition. That's the game. So, so there are tools like Publisher Rocket, through which you can find out these profitable categories, right? And you can exactly find out how many sales the number 1 book is getting in any specific category. So for example, if you're publishing the book in self-help category, then you can identify, for example, in self-help category, maybe the number 1 book is getting 500 sales in 1 day. So your goal is to get more than 500 sales in 1 day, maybe 501 sales or 510 sales, so that your book can outrank that number 1 book and you can become a number 1 best-selling author. Okay. That's a simple algorithm which you have to follow. But the real struggle is like how you can get those 500 sales in just 1 day. And you can leverage Amazon ads. You can leverage, there's a platform called P.O.W.E.R ads. You can leverage that. You can also leverage podcast, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you can get on podcast and you can promote your book over there. But yeah, there are different ways like to get maximum number of sales. But we really we have identified the system that how to make the book bestseller on Amazon. And that's what we do for our clients. And we have 100% success rate on that.
Wow. That's amazing. You make it sound quite easy, but it is a lot of work. You have to put a lot of effort into it to do it yourself anyway. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So if they're not bestsellers, then they get a refund and
3 times the refund.
3 times 3 times. So whatever they pay you, you give me back 3 times. Really?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, triple your money back. Of course. Yeah. That is 3. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. That's a massive claim, but that is I just love that you're so sure of the outcome for every single author that you have. That is really that's phenomenal because you can guarantee that's going to happen.
We offer that guarantee because we have worked with over more than 500 clients. We have seen 100% success rate. Initially, we were offering 100% money back guarantee, but this year we have made it 3 times the money back guarantee. The reason being because we are at the 100% success rate.
Yeah.
It has never happened in our journey that the book wasn't able to become bestseller. We know we know our work, we know our game, we know how to book the bestseller.
Perfect. So you said you have a couple of different ways that people can work with you. I heard you say that somewhere in this interview. So how is it just one package fits all, or are there different sort of options?
No, we also have this a la carte services where, for example, if their book is already written, they just need help with editing, proofreading, or publishing. We have that package. If they just need the book writing service itself, we have that service. So we have more than, 35 services, including book writing, editing, author bio, book cover description, right? Book cover, and then interior designing, author website, audiobooks, right? Getting people on podcast, social media for authors, Facebook ads for authors, Amazon ads for authors, getting sales, getting reviews, bestseller guaranteed. If the book is already published, we can also make the book bestseller on Amazon. We can also get reviews. There are different type of services which we offer. And it depends on the clients. If they just need specific services, we can create a custom plan. Otherwise, 60 to 70% of the clients we get, they are just in the book idea phase. They just have an idea, or they just have a rough book outline, or maybe they have written 1 or 2 pages and they need to make it a bestseller. So we deal with that as well.
So they're the ones that would go for the done for you, the whole bundle.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, the ultimate done for you package. And or if they just need specific services, we also have that an option.
Cool. So if people want to get in touch with you and find out more or get writing a book, they go to bestsellingbook.com, yes?
Yes, bestsellingbook.com. There are plenty of testimonials and case studies as well on the website. By the end of this quarter, we'll be uploading maybe some more testimonials and case studies. We have got some really amazing testimonials in this last quarter. But the thing is, they can check out these testimonials. If they find that this is a great fit for them, they can simply go to bestsellingbook.com/call. They can schedule a call with one of our author strategists, and we can take it from there.
Okay, so is that an application to see or to discuss pricing and things like that, and see what's going to be going forward?
We also want to see that whether we are a right fit for them or not, or whether they are the right fit for us or not. So it's kind of a mutual decision.
All right, cool. So I'll put a link to the website in the show notes. Thank you so much. You've given us so much information and really great help for people who even want to go on their own and do it. So I really appreciate everything that you've shared with us today, Vikrant.
Thank you. By the way, I have a gift for your audience.
Awesome.
So basically, of course, my team and I have worked with over 500 clients, and the checklist which we use for our clients, I have made it public. right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
people can simply go to bestsellingbook.com/checklist, and they can download this checklist, which includes all the sub-steps or steps involved in writing a bestseller from scratch. And this checklist also comes with a blueprint which explains how to use this checklist. So they can go to bestsellingbook.com/checklist. They can download this checklist, print it out, and paste it on their wall.
Yeah.
And where they are going to be writing the entire book. This is going to make the entire publishing journey so easy.
Thank you so much. That's a really, really cool gift. So I'll put the link to that in the show notes as well, so people can get that books, bestsellingbook.com/checklist.
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much for being my guest today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've loved having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Tara, for having me. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. I'll be back next week bringing more meditation, mindset, and motivation for your happy and successful life. To find out more about our community, go to tarachatzakis.com/happy, inspired, motivated.